Suddhananda Divyaistavai Vedishangavadakramopanishadai Gayanti Yamsamagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaham Yashyantam Navidusura Suravanaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate Dure Nayavaram Karma Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya Buddho Sharanamanichya Krupana Phalahetavaha Buddhi Yukto Jahati hai Ubhe Sukruta Duskrute Tasmad Yogaya Yujyasva Yoga Karma Sukaushalam Buddhi Yukto Jahati hai Ubhe Sukruta Duskrute Tasmat Yogaya Yujyasva Yoga Karma Sukaushalam. So, this Karma Yoga, the attitude behind the action, is extremely important to be understood clearly because, as we saw, knowledge is instantaneous. Jnana, instantaneous. There is no time taken for it. It's just like you see the flower. Your eyes are open, you look at the flower. If your eyes open, flower is in front, mind is there. You cannot escape seeing the flower, can you? Huh? If the flower is there in front of you, eyes are open and mind is behind. Can you say, I can't? Huh? Helplessly you see. Same way. Vastu, jnana, that is self, yourself, is always there. Everybody. It's the truth of everybody. You, the I in me, the meaning of the word I, aham pratyaya gochara, ever existing. The means of knowledge is sabda pramana. Words are the means of knowledge because the available 5 means of knowledge at my disposal, through which I experience everything, seemingly experiencing everything, but cannot see the awareness. The sense organs can't see themselves. The eyes can't see itself. What to talk of consciousness? So, that is their limitation. Okay. That is their limitation. So they cannot see it. The sense organs cannot see. It's a blessing It's a great blessing that the sense organs don't see it. Suppose the truth is seen by the sense organs, when you are old, the truth is gone because eyes can't see, tongue can't taste it, nose can't smell it, skin can't touch it, ears can't hear it. What a thing. You will be away from the truth, away from immortality, away from happiness. See, when you say truth, it is an impersonal word. When you say happiness and immortality, that looks a little more intimate. The truth, who is interested? Ask people, are you interested in truth? What truth? You keep it for yourself. Who is interested in truth? What is truth? Immortality? Happiness? Of course. Freedom? Now. The language changes. That is why it is so secular, so beautiful, so religious. Both way. At once divine, mundane. So ordinary, so extraordinary. See the truth of it as it is. We speak the language of the truth. It's become very impersonal. Happiness? Oh, yes. But for most religion and religious people, religion means it deals with gods. That's why God talk. It has nothing to do with happiness, self. That the knowledge is ultimate self-definition. You must know about yourself, who you are. It's not known to many theologians, many religious people. Because if the secular traditions are lost in the objective world, the religious traditions are lost in the unknown. One day a religious preacher going in a jungle, going in a city, town, he has visited new first time, he has come to preach. So he had going the first time, then he asked one boy, young man, come here. A stentorian voice, the preachers have got some specialized voices. Yes. How can I help you? Where is the post office? Go this way, go left, go right, go straight, you will come the rich post office. Very nice. The preacher, the visiting preacher, was impressed by the precise knowledge of this youngster, and he said, young man, you look very smart. This evening, I am giving a discourse. And there I am going to tell you the way to the heaven. Please come at 7 o'clock. Then the 10-year, 12-year-old boy has a quizzical look in his eyes and he says, You shall tell me to the way to the heaven? You don't even know the way to the post office. That is why people don't believe in religion, because they are talking about God and God's abode, heavens and heavenly dispensation. Who is interested? So religious obsession with God, divine, completely keeps the intelligent person away from that. And secular man's obsession with the immediate denies the individual the chance to look into something subtle, which is about himself. The physical body has gained the premium. That is why materialistic civilization, materialistic world, physical beauty, Mr. Universe, Miss Universe, sports gain much more acceptance than a scientist gets paid much less than the fellow who is playing cricket. Football, games. Just think of it. So as a result, average person is completely lost. Lucky. Like in the secular experiences, suppose the truth is something outside, call it immortality, happiness, then sense organs gone, we cannot handle it. So Vastu is already, it is with myself. We all have seen all this in introductory classes. I am with myself. Always myself. In the mind, knowledge has to take place. And what is the means of knowledge? Who shall provide me this knowledge? Shabda Pramana. Words are the means of knowledge. So who uses the means of knowledge? One who has seen it. The person who doesn't see it, how is he going to give it to you? If you have seen it, only you can show it. Suppose you have not seen it, then you shall say it's very, very difficult. Why? Last 20 years, 30 years I have been struggling. I don't know. So will you tell it somebody that is very easy? Yes, you have not seen. You don't understand what it is. That is why awareness of yourself. Please understand. So, the teacher is ready. Pramana is ready. You are the subject. The mind is ready. Can you escape the knowledge? As you cannot escape the knowledge of the flower, when the mind is there, means of knowledge, eyes are open, and flower is in front. As you cannot escape the knowledge of the flower, you cannot escape the knowledge of the self. Then, why is it people don't see it? There is possible difficulties, defect in two places. Either in the means of knowledge or in the mind. Truth is flawless. Your self is flawless, ever existent. It doesn't suffer any absence in time and space. Available at all times, available at all places. That is why when you discover it, it's not a new discovery. You feel stupid. All the time I was that and I didn't know. That's what it is. Where is the key? Remember that. Where is the key? Key is all the time in my hand. But I'm looking for it. So there is no question for gaining the key. Lucky that I don't gain the truth. If I gain the truth in time, it will be lost in time. Therefore, if you do not get it in time, it's lucky that is already gained. So somebody just points it out to me. So two places defect. If the guru is defective or the religion or instructor is defective, the knowledge is defective, the whole world is finished. That is why a wrong religion, wrong emphasis. The one which gives emphasis not on the individual, but on some strange God somewhere, mysterious something. Always away from you, and you have to know it after death, not here and now. It becomes very, very difficult. Average person cannot accept it. Most people accept it because thousands of people are following, so how can that be a lie? So more people are devotee of the crowd than of the truth. Since more people are following, it must be something there. Therefore they go. Simple as that. So, why is it? So if the teacher is wrong, everybody is in problem. But suppose the teacher is right. How is it that some people understand, some people do not understand? Because it depends on the person who is ready, who is not ready. What is the readiness? Where you have your preparation of your mind. Where no thought ever can create any type of obstacle or challenge for you. When we do not understand the truth for ourselves, not knowing that I am the happiness, I was equating sensation with the happiness and therefore repeating the sensation throughout my life. For a long time it has gone on. As a result, strong impressions are there in the mind. Not only sensations, but also ideas, repeated again and again. It is just like you listen to the prayer, listen to a song, and you tend to like it. It grows over you. Like that one thing is continuously being told about it, so you become very familiar with that idea. So most people go to listen to these things so that is a familiar sound, familiar music, familiar tune. So you don't want to change. If there is any change, you feel challenged. So such deep impressions are there which prevents the individual from being with himself. Therefore, in order to abide in one's own self complete, the person has to counteract these thoughts. Counteract, not dismiss. Understand it very clearly. Counteracting the thought, not dismissing the thought. You must see it very, very clearly. A dismissal is a violence of a type. A absolute pleasure, absolute bliss. Why should it be go through a violence? You are with yourself. So these thoughts must be counteracted. What is the thoughts must be counteracted means what? Whenever there is a thought come, the memory comes up, this vasana comes up, ask yourself a question. Is it a compulsive thought? Compulsive thought means the moment the thought comes, you have to do it, express it in action. Compulsive. Like a person becomes very restless, a smoker becomes restless. If you remember the cigarette, he becomes restless. You remember the food, you become restless. You remember something, a touch or a taste or a smell, you become very, very restless. That you must do it. Observe your mind. That is why, by chance you have a weakness, you can very clearly see how the mind, how the thought seemingly pushes you. Please appreciate the statement. This type of statement you must go on challenging. The thoughts push you. No. No thoughts ever pushes you. You are using that line longly for the longest time. The thoughts are there. You feel pushed. Are you getting that? Like the objects outside is not there to attract you. Objects are there, not there to attract or distract. You feel attracted, you feel distracted. Are you getting that point, please? Objects are not there to attract you or distract you. Simple. A bait is a bait if you swallow it. If you don't swallow it. A trap is a trap if you get caught. Suppose you don't get caught. What trap is that? Suppose you are a smart, think of it. If you say, sometimes they do that. You catch, you put a fish to catch a big fish. If you have done fishing. They put a fish to catch a big fish. Childhood, I know that. In my village, I was doing it. Really. There's a big boy there in the pond. You have to put it. You just put the hook, it's a small fish. And we hide at a distance, and the big boy will come. Ooh. When he comes there, the small fish will freeze. Out of sheer fear. It was, because on the tail, on the tip of the tail part of the fish, small one, you put the hook. So it won't be dead, it will be live, but it will be poor thing. But then when it comes, it freezes. Then the moment it shakes, boom, it goes. It takes along with the hook. And then of course you are hooked. Now some fellows are smart. They will go, they will take only the fish and go away. Are you getting that? Like a trap. It is there, suppose the rat is smart, it takes the cheese and goes away, the trap doesn't fall. A trap is a trap if you get trapped. Understand? If you don't get trapped, is it a trap? Objects are a distraction? Temptations? No. They are temptations if you feel tempted. Are you getting that point? So what they do, in the same shop, so much display, everybody doesn't get crazy about it. And also, suppose a father and a mother and a child, 3 people are going in a shopping center. The child will not worry in the watches and shoes and the dress section. Father will be worried. Oh, nice shoes, nice watches, nice ties. The woman doesn't even look at it. Parama Vairagi, sannyasi. She doesn't look at it, child doesn't look at it. The father only goes crazy. Now after some time, ladies section comes. The father looks this way, that way. Because if he looks now, suppose the woman is looking same place, he looks now, you have to ask, you want that. So don't look. You look this way, she can go on looking at it. You don't worry about it. You don't even look. Suppose, oh, this is nice. You see. Why? Because if you say, you look at the thing, maybe you have to give it to her. Child totally disinterested. So the father pushes, the child pulls, mother moves. No choice. Now the child section comes. All colorful toys and games. What happens to father, mother? The father pulls, mother pushes, child goes. No choice. Three people. Where is the distraction? Why am I telling? These are the simplest thing. Do you understand that? Yes, your mind is a shopping center. So many things collected in time. And who has collected it? You are the collector. You are the collector. Free sample. Free sample collected. Sound, sight, touch, taste. You have not paid for anything. Free sample. Sunrise, sunset. What do you pay? Breathing. What do you pay? When you are breathing, you are enjoying the fragrance. What do you pay for it? While eating food, you have to sustain yourself, eat food. Taste comes along with it. Free sample. The taste comes free, or you have to pay separately for taste and separately for food. When you eat the food, can the fellow say, I sell you the food but no taste? How much? 50 rupees with taste, 20 rupees without taste. Can he sell the food without taste? Are you getting that? It's all free sample and you are collecting it. It's all inside your head, a huge shopping center. If you feel distracted, who is responsible? Memories or yourself? Please observe. If you see it clearly, your moments of anger, hatred, jealousy, compulsion will completely disappear. Thereafter you can choose to feel little, oh, we want to play a little game. You know, suppose you don't, suppose somebody giving you chocolate and you say, please take chocolate. Thank you. Sphinx you are, eh? Chocolate? No excitement. Another person says, see, you want to have some nice book to read? Oh, book. Okay. Brahman. You are absolutely no reaction. Beautiful music. Somebody has come. Will you like to go and listen to some music? Okay. Music. Put on. After that, nobody will give you anything. But suppose you show some interest, beautiful music, oh nice. A person comes here, you say, your hands are like this, you don't even talk to them, touch them, or feelings, nothing is there, standing straight. Who are you? Why did you come? I want a book. Take the book, go. Will the fellow come again? No, you understand what I'm talking. Inevitably it all comes. Everything comes free, sample. You can pretend to be excited about everything, but you cannot be affected in reality. Are you getting that? No more. Because happy with yourself, very happy with yourself. That is why you can stop anything at any time. Anything at any time. And you do not blame others. The trouble is, all the time we say, you do not see your defect. You always say, other fellow make me angry, other fellow make me crazy, other fellows behave like that, what's the light? Hey, for God's sake, stop doing that. Never it is others. It is you. A lady goes to a psychotherapist and tells the psychotherapist, what is your problem? He said, no, I have no problem. My husband has a problem. What is your husband's problem? He thinks he is what is that? Freeze. He is a freeze, refrigerator. That is child, he is a refrigerator. It's okay, it's not a very harmful one, but anyway, he feels refrigerator, how does it matter? No, it's not that way. But what happens is when he sleeps, he keeps his mouth open and the light is always visible. I can't sleep. In the night when he sleeps, he keeps his mouth open. Fridge door if open, refrigerator door opens, no light comes, no. So I can't sleep because I'm disturbed by the light. So who is the cuckoo? But the wife thinks husband is the cuckoo. Now what do you do? This is where it becomes difficult to deal with people. The person himself is affected, But he says everybody is cuckoo. Another person goes to a psychotherapist and he says same thing. My wife thinks he's a traffic light. There is a restaurant. One psychotherapist sitting down there having dinner. His old client comes up to him and says, my wife thinks my wife has a problem. What is that? He thinks he's a traffic light. He blows, now green, red, green, red, green, red. His eyes, green, red. So always he goes on doing his eyes like that, green, red, green, red. Then the psychotherapist says, where is she? He's sitting down there. Let's go. He said, no, now it is on the red. The fellow said, now let's go. Now the man says, she is now on the red. Now who is the cuckoo? Please. Very important. You see. Okay. How do I get out of the hold of this thought? How has it come in the first place? Because of the jnana or karma? Your obsession with your thought, did it come because of your jnana or karma? Knowledge or action? Because of your action, not because of your knowledge. Because of your ajnana, because of your ignorance of yourself that I am the happiness, kama, desire is created. Because of desire, karma, avidya, kama, karma, cycle. Ignorance of yourself, naturally you want to go back to your happiness, desire. When the desire comes up, karma is inevitable. When the karma comes, karma phala is inevitable. Sensation comes, just take it that level now. Sensation comes. When the sensation comes, now you are completely into it. That is why, imagine as children how stubborn we become. Please remember these things. You remember your childhood. How stubborn. This is the shirt only. Only that shoe. How much problem we have given to our parents, you think. Just think how much problems we have given to our parents. Only this dress, only this food. I don't want that. My pillow, my cup, my spoon. This is my balloon. She would not touch it. What all problems. And how the parents have put up with it. Like their parents also put up with that. So stubborn. And the same thing has been replaced now. Previously it was for a balloon, for a book or for a pillow. Now it is my car, my house, my habit. Because now you can earn your money, so you shall defy everybody. How does it matter if I drink? How does it matter if I smoke? Who are you to tell me what I should do? True. Who are you to tell? Just think of it. So everybody becomes crazy in the process. Very strong thoughts are there. So when you are talking, sitting down, I am the happiness, I should be sitting down quietly, tremendous restlessness. Happiness does not bring restlessness. Unhappiness brings you restlessness. Work on it. See for yourself. You can be happily restless. But happiness does not bring restlessness. Unhappiness brings restlessness because unhappiness takes you away from your nature. That is why when you are bored, you become restless. When you are happy, will you be restless? If you are happily restless, it's restful because you are playing the restless. I am very happy, I want that food, okay, work for it, why not? It's a joke, it becomes a joke, understand. When you are playing a role, you are a different genre, you are a different species. You are a totally different type of person. When you are pretending means you are playing the role of restless. Now suppose today I am happy with myself. Now somebody has told, hey, today some sweet is going to come. Ah, sweet. I don't have to talk about it. But suppose you are talking about it, everybody is excited about it. Hey, today some mango is coming. Today we have to watch a movie. Now you mean to say, suppose today, now the electricity gone, movie is gone. Oh, very good. Tomorrow we shall see. Why? Excitement is continuing until tomorrow. No disappointment. You understand? I hope you understand. I mean, really, how much can I say? You please understand this. I want you to, I hope you will give me the writing today, tomorrow, doesn't matter, you write it. You must see it, do it very clearly, so that your thinking is very clear. Can you manage every one of your thought? And don't ever say, that man is disturbing, this man is disturbing, that woman is disturbing. No. People can create inconvenience, definitely. Electricity board sitting down somewhere, impersonal, but switches don't manage electricity, you have no current. Summertime, no current, you shall be uncomfortable. A person says, I will give you this thing, does not give. Uncomfortable. The person says, I shall deliver this thing at this time, doesn't do. Uncomfortable. The person should be, everybody should be happily, smilingly doing things, but somebody is crazy, somebody is, behaving funny. Definitely that also creates problem. I mean, discomfort it can create. But happiness deep within, nobody takes away. It's a dark night or a moonlit night, you are same happiness. It's a cloudy day or a clear day, you are same happiness. It is youth or the old age, same happiness. Is health or disease, same happiness, same immortality. So deep within, not a single thought ever touches you. Right. But by habit, because I have depended upon these sensations, sound or a touch or a taste or a smell or a sight, and as I told you while talking about those things, especially in relation to food and sex, personal relationship. Personal relationship, not necessarily sex means sex. Also because, as I told you, food is not everybody's problem. Sex is not also everybody's problem. Don't make it universal and powerful. Personal relationship can be a lot of problem. You need not be physically intimate. Physical relations, persons, father to brother, son to son, man to man, woman to woman, woman to man, brother and sister, friend and the friend, co-workers. Huge personal relationship can be so dangerous. Completely destroying. Why? Because your happiness depends upon that man smiling or not smiling. I give so much of thing and the person is still ungrateful. Disturbs you for lifetime. Now can you do one thing? Consciously help somebody without expecting any recognition from him. Or expect the recognition and do, but the person does not do, no reaction. Why? Karmanyavadhikarame. I do because it is to be done. Action for action's sake. Help for help's sake. So I did help my child for child's sake. Late understanding dawns on you. Late recognition in life. Previously I thought, I am doing it for my child, I am doing it so that they can grow up, I am doing it for my wife, I am doing it for my husband, I am doing it for all these people. But even though you are talking like that, in reality you are doing it all for yourself, so that you can be happy. So when they did not come up to your expectation, they are not unhappy, but you are shattered. They are happy being ungrateful, but you are shattered. So from whom we are doing? Are you getting that point? With that person, like the snake does not feel that he is venomous. The snake's poison is thinks snake is not affected by his poison. The ingratitude of the man, are you getting that? The ingratitude, the disobedience, the sense of disrespect, humiliation, whatever you say, that doesn't affect the man because that fellow is like that, ignorant. But you get affected. I did this so much for my son, so much for my daughter, so much for my brother, so much for my wife, so much for the community, so much for my this man, that man, and look at these people, how they are behaving. This is the lamenting, sad story round the world. Why? Because none of them are doing for doing sake. So now at least change your attitude. Do one action for action's sake. Help somebody for helping sake, not for recognition's sake. Then you say, oh, this is the key. I do because it is to be done. I don't do because it's not to be necessarily to be done. So what happens is from a very thought level itself, if it drives you crazy, that is where comes Buddhi Yoga, your attitude. First, Buddhi, you are very conscious of who you are, or an attitude change. What is the Buddhi? I told you, you use your intelligence, your discrimination. I am the happiness itself. This thought comes and goes. Finished. Solid thinker. Jnana Yoga. Pure knowledge. With your sheer power of thinking and discrimination, you dismiss every thought out. No thought can touch you. It's like an anti-missile barrier. Any missile comes, get lost. Think. Any missile comes, you get lost. Lakshman Rekha. You know the story. That day he was talking to you. Lakshman put the line around Sita. As long as you are in that, no problem. Step out in trouble. So you have that. Of course, your Lakshman Rekha is all over the universe. But what happens is, in the beginning stages, nothing doing. No thought can ever touch me. Why? It comes, it goes. They cannot pull me out. It comes in time, goes away in time. So just stand by. Buddhi. Or Ishwararpana Buddhi. Surrendering the result of action. God first. First, Ishwararpana Buddhi also. Oh Lord, why this thought is coming? That is why in Alcoholic Anonymous and other places, mostly in this type of groups, faith-oriented group. Why? Suppose you have no faith, you cannot believe in God. So he says. So a person who takes, either you must be extremely intelligent to handle it for yourself, ego is gone, or you must be soft enough to surrender. Then also is wonderful. These fellows are half-baked, neither sharp nor soft. This is why half-baked, educated person of today. Neither sharp intelligence to dismiss themselves, know themselves who they are, nor soft enough to, humble enough to surrender. Deep trouble. Because individuality comes in heavy conflict in life. Whereas in wisdom, you disappear. In surrender, in attitude, devotion also you surrender. Oh Lord, why are you doing this? Okay. Right. At the buddhi itself you can handle. Suppose you cannot consciously express yourself at the level of the action. And when you are doing it, listen, conscious action means what? A conscious action means you are never losing sight of your move. Every move you are conscious. And therefore every consequence you are conscious. Every move you are conscious. You consciously drop. Suppose one day it comes to you that, oh, I am very happy, but today they have made nice food in it. You go there and you are already excited. Today nice food in the kitchen, nice sweets are there, mango is there, everything. Looking at it, you are excited and you have forgotten that you should be conscious. And then see what happens. When you go there, suppose the fellow doesn't give you a mango. You are shattered. Everybody gets sweet, you don't get it. You are shattered. Understand? But suppose you go there, happiness, go with that. Or you want to demand also. Because they did not give you, now you suddenly become conscious and you say, okay, I'll ask for it now. Then one part will say, don't be so shameless. Food, why should you beg? If it comes fine, no, I must assert my right, I must take this food. Karma Yoga Buddhi is, okay, I'll assert my right, but consequences, stand by. So you go there, can I have a mango? No, not you. Thank you. Thank you, walk out. But if you are unconscious, why is it that I cannot take? Everybody takes, why cannot I? You understand? It becomes, do you understand? It becomes chain reaction. In Karma Yoga Buddhi, you snap the link. You don't wait others to snap. You snap. Before somebody says you get lost, you are taking yourself out. I am withdrawing myself. What is the question of getting lost? I am withdrawing. Or I go there, yes, I shall demand. What is that? This is one, but it's not available for you. Okay, thank you. Take one, thank you. Not to prove somebody. See, I asked, they had to give, no? Then you will be arrogant. I'm just giving an example. It can be a bus, you're traveling in a bus for a ticket. You're sitting down in a restaurant, standing for a chair. Somebody else gets, you don't get it. Somebody gets accommodation, you don't get it. Somebody gets a visa, you don't get it. Somebody gets the food, you don't get it. Somebody gets attention, you don't get it. It makes no difference to you. Why? You are so complete, full, happy with yourself. So what other people say or do means nothing to you. So sure of yourself. Are you getting that? Remember that example. So many times I told you, this is a mango. You will be laughing. The moment I say this is a mango, you laugh or you cry, you are miserable. You laugh. Why? Swamiji, you are so wonderful, such a long time, suddenly gone cuckoo. You will sympathize. You are smiling. Why? How can the flower be a mango? If you are so confident, if somebody says you are an idiot, how can the wise man become an idiot? Ask yourself the question. And if you are playing the conscious role of an idiot and people recognize that you are an idiot, you say, successfully played. You know, suppose you are a very rich man, but you play poor and people believe in it and go away. What do you say? Thank you. You and your wife standing. Both of you know you are millionaires. The local people have come for a donation and you tell them, melt down. You tell the people, melt down. $200 million has gone to not even $1 million. So much I have to pay. Yesterday you have collected 30 million from somewhere. You know your wife knows. But the people believe, true. That's right. So now it is melted down only. So these people nothing. So when they go, how do you say? The millionaires embrace and go inside the room. Because you have played your poor role successfully. Do you understand what I am talking? Every time, you are absolutely sure of yourself. Absolutely. So every thought when it comes, your attitude is like, please see, how nice that language. Durena hi avaram karma. The karma nikrustam, avaram nikrustam. Action is so insignificant. Action is a reflection of your thought. Action, are you getting that point? Average person gives importance to the action. A thinking person gives importance to the thought. Because what is the root? Action or the thought? What is the root of the action? Which is more important? Think. Without your thought, can an action be undertaken? Nikrustam. Meaning very, very ordinary. But consequences are terrible. Killing, hitting, destroying, shouting, fighting. Oh, yo. But the same action, please understand, same action can be beautiful if you know how to handle it. What is that? Buddhi yogat. Buddhi yogat karma avaram. Buddhi yoga is, supreme. That is the attitude which makes every action beautiful. Like poison kills you. But a doctor who knows how to administer poison, Amrit. Arsenic kills. Given in right dosage, cures blood cancer. Snake poison kills. Given in right doses, sugar destroys people. Taken in right doses, health. Everything is, are you getting that? Every food is disease or it can be health. Depends how you take it. Same thing action. Action can be karmana badhyate jantu. By action you are tied down. Avaram karma. But by same karma, when it done with the right attitude, Karma Yoga Buddhi, Buddhi Yoga, by continuous thinking, being conscious of yourself, or Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, surrendering to Ishvara. Both way, when the thought is expressed, you are now free from the onslaught of thought. When you accept the result of the action as it is, there is no reaction inside. You are with yourself. Buddho saranamanyucha. In Buddhi Yoga, in this, may you take refuge. Phalahetavaha krupanaha. People who stick to the result of the action, they are like krupanas. They will not understand the truth of themselves. Buddhi yuktaha. Iha ubhe sukrute duskrute jahati. Hey Arjuna, Buddhi yuktaha. This Buddhi Yoga yuktaha. What is that Buddhi Yoga? Karmanyeva adhikara me. Me, mine, karmanyeva adhikara. Full privilege over action. Ma phaleshu, never ever the result of action. Does it gone into your system? Push it into your system. You will never be disappointed in life. Nobody takes away your right to act in life. Nobody takes your right to speak in life. But you must know what to speak, how to speak. Must know how to talk, what to talk. Must know what to do, how to do. That is why freedom of action is not a glorious thing. Everybody, I am free to act. So freedom of action means I will do whatever I want to do. Freedom of speech, like you go to Hyde Park in London. There is a corner, Hyde Park corner. You go there, stand and talk whatever you like to talk. Whatever is your political view, whatever you feel, you are supposed to, whatever you feel like talking, you talk. They say. So freedom. No. Freedom of speech is animal, beast-like, animalistic. The dog barks. What is the purpose? Feels like barking, barks. So a human being should talk like that? No. There is a difference between, please write it down, there is a difference between freedom of speech, freedom over speech. Freedom of action, freedom over action. Freedom of thinking, freedom over your thought. Freedom of speech means I should be able to speak whatever I want to speak. Hey, if that is your freedom, if you are not allowed to speak, what will happen? You will be miserable. Suppose you say, I am free to do whatever I want to do. Is it a freedom or bondage? I am free to do what? I am free to smoke. Okay, stop it. How can you stop me? Then what is freedom? It's bondage. Freedom means what? You can do, you need not do. Then only you are free. If you have to do, you are compulsive. Are you free? What is this? What is that understanding? Around the world, people demand individual's freedom. What is individual freedom? I should be able to do whatever I want to do. When sometimes you see, call it youngsters, call it oldsters, call it anybody, everybody demands, I want to behave as I want to do what I want to do. You cannot do that in a community, in a society of man, in the nation, parliament of nations. You cannot do that. As when you are on a traffic, can you say, I drive as I like to drive? You cannot. If everybody drives as they like, what type of chaotic traffic it will be? Same thing in life. I will do whatever I want to. It's a simple example you take. Food comes at 12 o'clock. Suppose that is the ring before bell goes at 12 o'clock. Why? So that 12 o'clock everybody takes food. Now one man comes 11:59, oh 11:50, 10 minutes more, give me now. 10 minutes, what is the make a difference? Other fellow comes, I come at 12:50, 1:10, what is there? What is there? Time. Why? For convenience. For your personal routine, what is the time? Don't ask. Are you getting that point? When you are a personal routine, shall you sleep at 1 o'clock or shall you sleep at 11 o'clock? Don't ask me. 4 o'clock class, you come. 4 o'clock class is a collective routine. Are you getting that? Morning 6:30, everybody meets here. That is collective routine. Respect. What time you get up? 6:28. We are not there to supervise. 6:30 you are here. Your personal life, what you do, understand. That is not our concern. After that, the moment you step out, watch out. You are alone in a car, in a highway. Shall you drive in 100 km speed, 300 km speed, 20 km speed, park on the road, middle of the road, sideway, this way? Does it matter? In your driveway, how you park the car? Does the police give you a ticket? In your driveway, double parking, triple parking, 24 parking, you put it on the stand, stilt and hold it on the top. Nobody will tell you anything. The moment you step out onto the road, public. You want to shout, sit down in your room, open the door, close the door, shout as much as you like. The moment you step out, you better talk sensible. Why? Second person is there. But there also you want to say, I will do what I will feel like doing. Animal. It is, you understand, problem. The whole world is going crazy because of these individualized traits. There are certain places where you are private, absolutely private. Which book you want to read, what movie you want to see or don't want to see, what food you want to eat, don't want to eat, that is different thing altogether. The moment you come out, now suppose a person, let's take an example. Suppose a person is drinking. In his bedroom he is drinking, nobody knows about it. Drunk he comes out. Think. What you are thinking in your bedroom or thinking in your when you are alone doesn't make any difference. But suppose that thought starts influencing, affecting people, you understand how dangerous it becomes. You must be absolutely conscious. Buddhi yukta. Always abiding in that. Then choosing to express your thought into action. Accepting the result as it is. Iha, hey Arjuna, sukrute duskrute jahati. He gives up both. He goes beyond the influence of sukruta, duskruta, right and wrong, good and bad, completely goes beyond it. Happiness, unhappiness, sukha, dukkha, lava, alava, jaya, ajaya. Happiness, pleasure and pain, success and failure, loss and gain, those things no more make any difference. Since it is so, now mind is ready. In that mind, you can't escape being yourself. So the same thought which previously prevented you as though from being with yourself, now the same thought expressed with the right attitude becomes a beautiful thought and helps you to understand yourself. And having understood yourself, shall you remove your thought or keep your thought for using? Shall you remove your thought or keep your thought for using? Do you understand? Your thought is your treasury. Your memory is your treasury. Don't say good thought, bad thought, I should remove the... See, the so-called simple religious people know what? No bad thought. Only God thought. So somebody say only God thought, other person say only gold thought. Which one is better? Gold is more practical than the God thought, isn't it? As though. See that. Of course, gold doesn't solve your problem. Neither that type of God which is standing on the upside down somewhere in the heavens also doesn't solve your problem. Both are problematic. One person's obsession with gold, another person's obsession with God. Both are problematic because it divides people. In your obsession, you create a division. But suppose each one is happy with himself and then choose to act in cohesion, in harmony with the universe. I am happy with myself, you are happy with yourself. But the moment we are on the road, everybody obeys the traffic. Obeying the traffic becomes easier because you are a complete fulfilled person. When you are a happy person, you merge. That is why man of all seasons. You shall merge everywhere. Dukkhe, dukkhi. With unhappy people, unhappy. Happy people, happy. Rich people, rich. Poor people, poor. Wherever it is. Jale jalam, taile tailam. Water in the water, oil in the oil. A child with a child, young with young, old with old. Painful with painful, miserable with miserable, happy with happy. Oh boy, you are absolutely a, merger type. Merging. Totally merge. Not visible at all. Tasmat, therefore Arjuna, yogaya yujyasva. Fight for the sake of the yoga. You are a fighter. Hey Arjuna, you are a fighter. You are a prince. Now you are afraid of this fighting and go away. Okay, you will be a sadhu. Then we shall fight for the tree number 22. Because you are a fighter, no? Whatever tendency come with it, please understand, that you will use. That is why you can see in so-called religious field, people come with their own sensibilities. Previously you are a businessman, you will make a business out of it. You are a politician, you will make a politics out of it. Complete. Hey Arjuna, yogaya yuddhaya ujjasva. Yogaya yujjasva. Yogaya, tasmat yogaya. For the karma yoga buddhi. Why? Because these fighting tendencies are with you. You are a prince. You can be angry with injustice. Now you will be afraid and go away. The kingdom you don't want to fight for, but you shall fight for an ashram. You will fight for a tree, fight for a devotee, fight for a follower, fight for a philosophy. The fighting tendency will continue. Understand? Suppose you are an unhappy person, left everything, frustrated, you will join the studies. What will happen? All because of which you felt frustrated. No good food, I want good food. No good dress, I want a good dress. No money, I want money. What all you could not fulfill there, you will try to make that up with following the religion. That is why religion becomes a business house. Previously, you attempted to sell car, failed, come to God. Now you attempt to sell God also. Unconscious life. Yogaya ujjasva. Again another line, underline that. Just like Yuddhaya ujjasva. Fight for fighting sake. Say Yogaya ujjasva. Do it for karma yoga sake. Any action. Ujjasva, fight. What is that? You can put anything. Put that action. Any action you do for the yoga. So that karmanyavadhikarame ma phaleshu kadachana. You will be ashamed of your weaknesses. Suppose you are a person, you are smoking. Just to give an example. You no more give a justification to your smoking. You tell everybody, "Cheh, this is my weakness, man. I want to get out of smoking, cannot. I want to get out of the panparag, can't get out. I want to get out of this sweet, very difficult. I want to get out of the anger, very difficult." Then consciously do it. Okay, consciously be angry. Okay. You see the beauty, how conscious expression releases you from the pressure of the thought. Acceptance of the result doesn't create new pressure. Just like your stomach disorder. Take that example, physical. Like your stomach disorder. Something is churning your stomach. Terribly stomach. So you want a stomach clearance, a bowel movement. Don't feel dirty or good about it. Stomach is clear, terrible, pain. You don't know what to do with it. Now there is a stomach clearance. Don't push food inside now for some time. Accept it as it is. Beautiful. Language is limited because body. You can't say food is gone, no more food taken. You can't live without food. Whereas thought is gone, no more reaction taken. Thoughts are there, no problem. But no more reactions. Why? Karmanyavadhikarame ma phaleshu. So result I accept as it is. You shall counteract any emotion. Try it out, you shall see. This is abhyartha aushadha. Is something, this medicine that never fails. Your attitude changes, no thought can ever disturb you. And therefore no action. But instead of changing the attitude of people, you are asking them to change their action, change their vegetable, change their lifestyle, change their dress, change their name, change their religion, change their gods, change their professions, but doesn't change the attitude. The person doesn't know anything about himself. So what happens? That is why people say, 20 years I have been following this, nothing happens. Of course nothing will happen. Because what is to be touched is not touched. What is to be touched remains untouched. Dresses are changing. The formal greetings, the way of greetings are changing. Food is changing. Interior decoration has changed. Languages are changing. Now we previously are talking about stupid language, now religious lingo. Previously after good morning, now it's om om. So what? Person must change. Why? Hey Arjuna, yoga karmasu kausalam. This is another definition of yoga. See that? Yoga karmasu kausalam. So the person who does the so-called, Ashtanga yoga or something like that. Suppose he quotes the verses, yoga karmasu kausalam. You must therefore do yoga. What? This is known as exactly not a devil, idiot quoting the scripture. Devil quoting the scripture is a different thing. It's a perversion. Here is not perversion. With good intention, idiotic stuff. Good intention. Yoga karmasu kausalam. What is that yoga? Understand. What is, please see. Karmasu kausalam. What is that? In karma, there is a tendency for bandha. Unconscious action binds you down further. When you do the yoga, this binding nature of the karma disappears. So kausalam. What is kausalam? See that word kausalam is beautiful in Sanskrit. Kusalasya bhavam kausalam. Kushala. Kushala means what, Traditionally, very beautiful explanation. Kushala. Kushala means kusham latiti kushala. Kusalasya bhava kaushala. Kusha. Kusha is a grass. Okay, kusha is a grass. Those days when a student was approaching the teacher, he was supposed to bring kusha grass, samidha. Samit panihi guru meva vigachet. Go to the teacher with this grass for the sake of the homa, rituals. And that puja will be there. Samit pani. Go with the samit pani. Because that with the lifestyle, samit pani. So now when you say that, when you come here, tasmat dollar pani, take dollar, money, check, banknote, gold, which, anyway, tradition, you see. Anyway, Mahadeva. So why they were telling Kushalam, Kusamlati? Because this Kusha grass is a sharp grass. If you are not careful, it will cut you. So the teacher sees, this fellow, if you are conscious, when you are snapping it, you are not cutting your hand. That means you are a very conscious fellow. Sit down, learn. But while jamming, same thing, the students were experimenting. They were testing the students, not experimenting, testing the students, T-E-S-T, testing the students before accepting them. Give them a responsibility and see how they are doing. Instead of solving the situation, if he creates further more problems later on. You are given a situation. I ask you to do something. Now later on you made me feel, what a stupid fellow I am that I have given you the responsibility. Why? You made such a mess out of it. Just think of it. Suppose I ask you, can you open the one shop for the ashram? There is just an example. Can you open a shop in the near the gate? Please see that the shop is open for the Purnima, full moon. Oh, Swamiji, yes, I'll do it. Now, instead of you taking the first initiative action, you call everybody. Come here, come here, come here. You do this. Why can't you do this? I told you to do that. You don't do it. Now that fellow is put off. I asked you to do that. You are not doing that. Switching up the light with the wire. Where are you? Now I say, oh boy, why you did that? Why he is putting pressure on everybody? Now the whole world knows he is giving the responsibility. When a responsibility is given to you, nobody should know that you are acting. You are everywhere. Somebody cannot do, give a hand. Complete. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Happily do it. Hey, come on, do it. And then, yeah, not only that. Come on, get some tea for everybody. After finishing over, oh, business now is over. Now have some bhaji also. Sit down. Come back. Happily over. One person does it. Another person who gives the responsibility, he makes everybody miserable. By the time the work begins, already everybody is fed up. Think. Any responsibility. How you behave. How you perform a job. Karmasu kaushalam. Yoga, so when you are doing the action, the result of the action doesn't tie you down. Karmana vadhyate jantu. Usually by action, people get involved. You do in such a do in such a way the action that the action doesn't bind you. Why? Because you don't depend on the result of the action. The result of the action won't really affect you. No, you don't depend upon it. You do because it can be done. Action for action's sake. That is Kausalam, yoga. Why are you smiling? What else to do? Why are you so happy? What else to do? Why are you so kind? What to do? Why are you so angry? What else to do? Happily angry. Why are you so feeling so down and out? So many people are miserable. What to do? What is that? I can laugh, but what is that? So many people are miserable. Why you don't? Hey, all right, down and out. Oof. You understand the freedom that comes with it. Language, yoga, karmasu. Any acts. That is why you don't test others. Give yourself one action and see, because of your that particular action, how many people are laughing around you and how many people are frustrated around you. Uncle, what is that? There was a Uncle Poser hangs a picture. Uncle, there is a picture. There was a small text in our English. Something Uncle Roger or Poser hangs a picture. He takes up a simple job of hanging a picture. The whole household is disturbed. Simple, he takes up a job of hanging a picture. Now everybody is on the toe because he is hanging a picture. Many people's hand is thrown, beaten with the hammer and the nail. The photograph falls on somebody's head. Each one trying to do something. Because this fellow hangs a picture. Better he hangs himself, everybody is quiet. Are you getting that point, please? Take a responsibility and see how peacefully, restfully you do. Nobody knows. Like a flower coming out of a tree. Does it ever make a noise? Night you see, you go to sleep. You see a bird and go to sleep. Morning when you come back, the full bloom. In the quietude of the night, in the silence of the night, movement taking place. Nobody knows action taking place. There are people, those will make a loud noise. Come here, go there, do this, do this. Fellow will not be doing anything, but loud mouth. Loud mouth. Talking a lot, but doing very little. Yoga, karma sukha. Why? Because in action, unconscious action binds you. Action is not bad. If you know how to act, that is yoga. If you don't know how to act, that becomes bondage. The same karma becomes bandha. The same karma done in right way counteracts your thought. The right way means what? Your attitude. With your right attitude, the thoughts change. And you are continuously being with yourself. Read. Karmajam buddhi yuktahi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantyanāmayam karmajam buddhi yuktahi phalam tyaktva manishinaha janma bandha vinirmuktaha padam gacchantyanāmayam. So, buddhi yuktaha sanna manishinaha. So, manishinaha, people who are discriminative, wise, manit, pragya, those who have the intelligence, buddhi yukta, karma yoga, buddhi yukta, this type of attitude. What is that attitude? Karmajam phalam tyaktva. Karmajam karmana jayate. That is come from the karma. Because of the action, whatever the result comes, phalam tyaktva. They give up the karma phala tyaktva or karma tyaktva? Karma tyaga or karma phala tyaga? Renouncing the action or renouncing the result of the action? Huh? Right. What people they? Karma sannyas. Rakshas. Karma phala tyaga, not karma tyaga. We are karma sannyasi. Oh boy. You understand how dangerous these things are? Karma sannyasi. Karma sannyasi means what? I don't do anything. Or certain actions are like karma yoga. Karma yoga, as I told you, no? Washing the other people's plate, other people play, something like that. Then competing with each other. As a result, what happens? Ashrams will get free workers. Should we say workers or slaves? Choice is yours. In return, the person doesn't get anything. The institution, the organization may gain something. But it shall be only a temporary gain. Why? Everybody comes, everybody fed up, everybody goes away. There shall be nobody. But there shall be a lot of people. Why? Because when everybody gets addicted to easy lifestyle, food is available, accommodation available, big crowd, you can also meet soulmates. So no problem. So everybody hangs on. It becomes a disaster. Ashrams or such religious institutions becomes a waste. Because the person, please appreciate this. Time has come for this. It's not a criticism. Maybe at one time that was needed. But more and more you are educated. More and more the world is educated. You go into the basics, the truth of it. There is a time when everybody was hungry. You can't talk religion, give food. But when you start getting food, yes, everybody is getting food. Now everybody must eat food. Then suddenly you discover, if the starvation was a disease, now overnutrition becomes malnutrition. Oh, what shall you do? All right. Now the food is available, learn how to eat. Previously, I was thinking, work only will solve the problem. Then I said, no, renounce everything. That will solve the problem. Now, both you have got extremities. Neither work will solve, nor mere renunciation will solve. What to do? Know about yourself, change your attitude. The world needs that balance. Are you getting that, please? Karmajam. So, karmajam, phalam. Karma, phalam tektva. If you give up the action, your angularities will persist. Understand? If you give up the action, your anger, your hatred, your jealousy will continue. That is why people who are karma sannyas, even simply giving the action, they are the emotionally worst unstable people. Totally unstable. That have given up everything becomes his crown jewel. So he cannot take anybody's criticism. Why? I have renounced everything. I have lived without anything. So I can live without you also. Go, live under a tree. Who says not? The person pays for it. Are you getting that? Misunderstanding. Because attitudes don't change. That is why you act in a huff. With anger, in one moment you are here, next moment you are gone. One moment you do something, next moment you don't do it. Angry, short-tempered people. Totally miserable. Karma yoga. When you do the karma, you know, are you reacting to the result or not? When shall you know you are strong? By sitting down or climbing the wall? Climbing the hill. If you simply sit down, will you know your body is strong? Climb a hill and you are not panting. Ha ha, very good. When do you know that you are very strong? When you act and do not get affected by the action or the result of action, you are strong. Not what do you do? Nothing. One beatific smile for audience consumption. You can see in many places these type of things happening. Simply one man sitting down. So everybody goes there. What do? Half an hour you go for darshan. Rest of the day, coffee shop, tea shop, chai shop, camaraderie, friendship. We go for this, we go for that. And half an hour, I look at their eyes, they look at my eyes. Go. Beautiful. Disaster. Understand? Think of it. Janma bandha vinirmukta padam gachanti anamayam. Hey Arjuna, these people who thus live with this right attitude, janma bandha vinirmukta, free from the janma bandha, life, birth, growth, disease, decay, death. Anamayam padam gachanti. They go on to anamayam, amayam, rogam, limitation. They go into Suddham, Brahma Padam. That is, they know about themselves. Suddham Padam Gachan. They become one with themselves. How long shall I do and when shall I know? Tomorrow morning we shall see. When shall I know I am established in this Karma Yoga? Okay? Just read it. We shall go tomorrow. Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam srotavyasya srutasya cha. We shall see that one. Okay? See that, huh? Close your eyes and please see that any action you do, does it end up in creating confusion, more problem, more restlessness? You do something and you need 100 more people to fix it. You are given the responsibility to create a harmony, and you create a mess, unconscious activity. If you are conscious, you know when to act and when not to, when to speak, when not to. Always at rest with yourself.